Hi, I'm the Malt activist, and today we're going straight rye. I have with me this high strength, 55% ABV, 110 proof Pikesville Straight Rye Whiskey. So it says here on the label that this whiskey is aged at least 6 years, so that's good. I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that I like high strength rye whiskeys. And Pikesville seems to have picked up quite a few awards, including an infamous 97.5 by Mr. Jim Murray, who has a similar palate to mine when it comes to high strength whiskeys from North America. Other than that, we don't really agree on much, but for that, I'll give him his due. So this particular spirit has been distilled at Bernheim Distillery, another one of my favorite distilleries. I really like, they do a wheat whiskey expression as well, which is very, very nice. One of my favorites. So yeah, really looking forward to this. I've had one sitting out and breathing for about 5 minutes now. It's a nice deep color. American whiskey by law is not allowed to be colored, and I really wish the SWA would pass something similar. Just a personal gripe. Okay. The alcohol jumps at you right up front. It's super potent, quite ethanolish, quite meaty, chunky. Feels like meat curry. Lots of spices. Oh, lots of woody spices. Garam masala, cumin, dry cinnamon. This is quite spicy, very, very spicy on the nose. It was very, very meaty the moment it came out of the bottle, but since it's been sitting, that note subsided a bit. Okay, now it's becoming a little more cherry. Red cherry and red licorice. Red apples. That cinnamon is back. That cinnamon is so strong. And finally, quite big vanilla. This is a really, really big nose. It's almost like singeing my nose hair. Okay, I know this is going to be super spicy. I'm looking forward to this. The high strength I know is gonna really assault my palate, but I like that. I like that in a perverse sort of a way. Wow, thinner than I expected on the delivery. Not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. Still very flavorful. Cherries, yeah, cherries everywhere. And again, red lozenge, tannins, lots of tannins, leather, oak, tobacco, cinnamon, very savory. Very, very few sweet notes. Even the cherries are savory and tart. Some vanilla in there as well. And the end, the finish is it's quite long, warming, spicy. Started off dry, but now it's become oily. Strange. Not really experienced that with a whiskey before. Interesting. I would have thought that this would have been more of an impactful whiskey, but it's not. I also got it because it had won so many awards, and it's kind of leaving me in an indifferent place actually, where I'm not able to find any major flaws with it, but at the same time I'm not really sure if I love it. a lot. I think I'm gonna have to live with this whiskey for a while and keep trying it over a period of time and see how it develops and evolves in the bottle. But for now, and this was pretty much a virgin pour from this bottle. I'm gonna have to see. Definitely very, very savory, super, super spicy. What do I think? I think this doesn't live up to the hype. Wow. I thought this was just gonna like blow my socks off. Everywhere I read, like, this was a fantastic rye whiskey. But for me, the experience is kind of so-so, I'll be honest. Maybe it's a particular flavor profile that some people really, really like. I was expecting a little more sweetness in this. I know it's a rye whiskey, and so it has to be on the spicier side. But, I've had some really, really, really good rye whiskey. Like, for example, this, the Thomas H. Handy Sazerac. That is probably the greatest rye whiskey ever made, in my opinion. Wow. Okay, so, I'm in two minds here. I don't know whether to hate it or like it. I think I'm going to remain indifferent, which is not a bad thing. This is perfectly drinkable. It does come with a slightly hefty price tag, if you ask me. I think it's north of 80 pounds, so it's about $110, $120, maybe $110. So it's not a cheap whiskey. And I think maybe for that kind of money, you can buy better whiskeys. Slightly sweeter now. Look, I think I'm gonna have to let this whiskey evolve in the bottle, and this has happened to me a number of times. I've started drinking a whiskey from a brand new bottle and not liked it, and then sort of kept going back to it, over a period of like a year, 6 months, 8 months, and ended up really liking it. And so I think it's important to let some whiskeys evolve. I hope this becomes better. Yeah. Woo! I thought I was going to be blown away. I'm not. This is decent. It's not bad. I wish it was better. What are you going to do? Cool. So, thank you. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time. Peace.